we're going to have some fun using a pendulum to find out how your mind works. And I'd like you to do it with me. So right now, before you even get started, what I'd like you to do is get yourself a sheet of paper and a pen so you can draw this on it. And this is going to be the circle that we're going to use for this pendulum demonstration. And once you have that made, go ahead and get yourself a pendulum or something you can use as a pendulum. Now, all a pendulum is a weighted object, so it can have a ball like this, or a stone, or a crystal. So any weighted object on a string or a chain. So you can get a lug nut on a piece of thread if you want, or a set of keys connected to a string, but something where you have one chain. Okay, so not a necklace, because it has like basically two coming off of it, unless you could undo your necklace and just make one string going to it or one chain going to it. So go ahead and get something that you can do this with. Now this one here is about maybe 10 inches long. So anyways between 8, 10, 12 inches long. And if it's a string, you can cut it to the right length. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and do that. Get your chart written and get your pendulum ready, and pause the screen or pause the video until you have that ready, because I'd like you to do this with me rather than listening to it and coming back, okay? Now, hopefully you have everything ready. You have your chart, you have your pendulum, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to hold the pendulum kind of like this between your thumb and your forefinger. Can you see what I got? Okay, don't wrap it around your finger. Between your thumb and your forefinger, hold it so the ball is about maybe a half an inch right above the X here. So right in the middle. See where I have my cursor? So right above the X. So hold it so it's about a half an inch above the X, okay? And I want you to use your imagination. Oh, by the way, if you do this standing, it works best, but you can do it sitting also. So what I want you to do is, so to stand up, hold it about a half inch above the X. You can see mine's about a half inch over the bottom. And what I want you to do is just use your imagination through this whole demonstration. Don't look at me, concentrate on what you're doing. Use your imagination and let whatever happens happen, right? So as you have your ball right here over the X, I want you to imagine the pendulum swaying back and forth, left and right, from B to D. And as you imagine it going left and right from B to D, you're going to see the ball start to move. Left and right from B to D. And you can imagine it going wider and wider and wider, left and right. So you're doing great. Now what I want you to do is imagine the ball changing direction and going up and down from A to C. Up and down from A to C. And as you start imagining that, almost magically the ball is going to change direction and the pendulum's going to start going up and down from A to C. A to C. And you can make it go as wide as you want according to your imagination. It's your strong mind doing this. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just giving you the suggestion. A to C. Imagine it going more and more. Now imagine it changing directions again and going A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. So you're going to imagine it going in a circle from A, B, C, and D. Just imagine what it would look like, and the pendulum will start going in that direction. It might do it just a little bit. It might go larger. It might go along the whole circle. It might even go all the way out of the circle, all depending on how strong your focus is, on how your imagination is. So imagine it going A, B, C, D, and now imagine it changing directions and going A, D, C, B. That's clockwise. A, D, C, B. And as you imagine it, you're going to see it going more and more. You can make it go wider and wider as much as you want. Again, it's according to your imagination. You're the one that's in control of your mind. wider and wider, more and more. And now you can go ahead and stop and just put your pendulum down. Wasn't that amazing? Now, the majority of you doing this, you're going to find that when I said it went back and forth or up and down, it actually started to go pretty well. Some of you, it moved just a little, and some of you, it didn't move at all. And maybe even some of you, it went the opposite way. So there's no cut and dry answer. Anything that you did was right. So you can see it was a fun exercise, but depending what your result was, would show us as hypnotherapists how we would hypnotize you. Okay, the ones that followed what I said and did really well, you are the most non-analytical, meaning you like to relax. The ones that went so little that it hardly moved, you're the analytical people, which means we have to keep your mind busy and do it a little differently. And the ones that went the opposite, that means you were just trying to resist me. You were the most resistant ones, and basically just being obstinate, whatever you want to say. There's a lot of different reasons for it, but sometimes people will go the opposite. But this is just one of the many type suggestibility tests that we teach in our courses. So if you'd like to learn more about our hypnosis courses, just go ahead and click on the link below this video, and it'll take you to our hypnosis certification training page. So with that, let me know how you did in the comments below. I'd like to see whether yours went right along with me, whether it didn't do it at all, whether it went the opposite. Share this with your friends and let me know how they did too. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.